G'day legends, Nick here from Fin to Fin Aquariums. Just doing another little update on the fish room. Obviously these two racks are in place and up and running. And if I spin around, I've got another one there. No fish in this one yet. Oh, there's a couple of little Endlers in there, experimenting, making sure that the tanks are all good. But pretty much shows you the design I'm going for with the plants up under here. Some fishing line, so that'll be the go on all the tanks. Like that, and let that go wild. I'll drop a few more in and around. Yeah, but anyway, so there'll be another two of these going across there. That one will go, and then a couple across the back. So 7 all up, 7 racks all up. So I'll do a little bit of a, and also I've got the nursery. I'll have a look in a sec. My little nursery is all up and running and filling up pretty quick, so I'll go through and have a look at what's in these tanks. First tank here is my French Blue Star Endlers. So they're breeding like flies, and breeding like Endlers do, non-stop. I've taken a heap out of here, but there is still plenty in there, and they're in with my marble Bristlenose. I only had 4 of these marble Bristlenose. I actually found one dead the other day, so down to 3. So I don't know what happened there. Had them for a while. They're probably just getting to that age where they can start breeding. And I lost one, so unfortunately. So I'll have to look for a few more just to get a bit of a group in there. But yeah, French Blue Star Endlers. They're just a little nano fish, really, very small. The males are quite nice. The only thing with Endlers is the females just very rarely, they don't really show anything. At least with the guppies, the females have got some colour, but Endlers are just like a grey little fish. So that's all for the males. But anyway, that's the first tank. Next one is my albino, full red albino guppies. So again, these guys have been breeding pretty well, like a lot of guppies do. Do munch on a few of their fry, but I did do a couple of, I put a couple of females in the little acrylic boxes just to make sure I've got some fry to get that next generation going. So that's how we ended up with probably so many. And there's blue-eyed lemon Bristlenose in this one. So again, they're all pretty new in here. This one, the tannins are leaking out of this driftwood a lot, so I might change that piece, because and that might be better for the histogram, that piece, because I don't want this. I'll do a few water changes and get that water back nice and clear, so that's something I need to do. I have worked out with the driftwood, there's these pieces, the rougher pieces, always let out a lot more tannins as opposed to this type here, but these ones here are harder to get, so that's why I'm on it. The next tank, this is my purple Cobas. Again, they've bred pretty well. There's quite a few young ones swimming around here. There was only, I think I only had one male. A couple of females obviously, but somewhere in there should be a nice male. There he is, right there. So that's the purple Cobas. So again, this is why I want to replace these lights with proper lights. Oh, there's a couple of males, take that back. Just so I can see the true colours of these fish. These bunning lights, while they do the job, they certainly don't give you a true indication of how pretty some of the fish are. So I need to slowly start replacing them with a few new lights. Next tank is my purple kois, or blue/purple kois. I've taken a heap out, so in the little nursery when we go in there after, we'll see there's heaps of babies growing up. There's a nice little group in here. A couple of females look ready to drop. Not too bad on eating their fry. These ones seem to get a few survivors each time, but again, the main reason I ended up with a heap is I separated the females, so which I haven't done any of that for a while. Just been too busy setting up new racks and tanks. And obviously albino Bristlenose in here, and there's lots of little baby albino Bristlenose in those caves. hiding away. So yeah, another neat and tidy little tank. I will take out more of these. I don't want this many guppies in each tank. I want to keep it to 2 or 3 males and 6 or 7 females and catch all those young ones out so they don't get overcrowded. That's happening with all my tanks at the moment because my focus has been elsewhere. I've just, yeah, they've been getting very crowded. Next tank is my Albino Firecracker Swordtails. So as you can see, this one's got the proper aquarium light on it, and it's just so much better. So this female here I bred to a different swordtail, so hence those babies are not albino. She was in with a few other swordtails, so these ones here, these I'll separate and keep on their own and then breed them back together, or back to the mum. I'll probably just back together and see, I think it was either my rusty sword or pineapple sword that bred to her. I'm not 100% sure, but they've come out quite dark, like the rusty ones, or I call them rusty, I don't know what they are, but they come out with that deeper colour like them, but obviously the normal eyes. So we'll just keep an eye on them. That's a future experiment. They'll get their own tank on the other side there, and we'll grow them up over time, and there's just something else to muck around with. And obviously there's super red bristlenose in here, several in there, in the cave there, so they could even be starting to get a bit of action happening in there. They're not huge, but they have bred a few times, so they're looking really good. Next tank is my platinum red big ear guppies. So they're pretty nice. Nice colours, showing good orange under the proper aquarium lights, looking really good actually. So really need to get my ass into gear and order some of these lights. I just ordered one off eBay. It was about $60, I think, $65 delivered. So I want to see what that's quite a wide flat top that sits over the top, so we'll see how it looks. And if it looks good, I'll get some more obviously. And obviously they've had fries, so there's a good dozen fries swimming around in there which need to come out. And there's a few big mamas in there ready to drop, so hopefully more soon. And these have got my long fin bristlenose in here. If I can try to zoom in on these guys maybe. They're not moving around too much at the moment, but there's the long fin, what we call dirty reds in there. There's a group of 7 or 8 in there. These guppies are just going to keep swimming in front of me now. But anyway, that's what's in that tank, so hopefully breed those, because I actually like those long fin ones. Anything long fin I like, so they're looking really good. So as we come into the next tank, we'll be looking at some red lace Endlers. So these guys are quite pretty. And there's a few girls in there ready to pop, and there's also a girl that's she's huge, but she's not pregnant. I reckon she's just like full of air. She's hollow. There she is, over in that right hand side, and she's see-through, so she's not going well. She's probably not gonna survive, I wouldn't have thought. But the males look really nice. Beautiful little Endler. Females at least got a bit of a yellowy tinge to them. And they're not just that dirty grey female. So one of the better ones for the Endlers. You see that male's dancing away back there. He's wants to breed, which is all they do. And my long fin common bristlenose in here. So again, I did throw one normal bristlenose, just a normal common, in here with the long fins. It was a female, just to see if the male would breed with her and more chance of getting some long fins. So they are all going well, breeding like Endlers do. My German whites, well, I've had these, one of the first ones I got, and they've always just done really well, so thriving in there. I've actually got another tank full of them, adults that I was going to sell, and I just haven't. I did get rid of a heap, but I had that many of them, didn't realise how many I had. But if you're looking for a guppy with some nice blue, white, and the bluish body, and the nice white fins, the males, if one will stay still, really pretty. So they look cool. That white glows on the two, like this tank. It looks good on the, hopefully on the camera, but it looks even better here with the proper lighting on them. As you can see, a nice tank of them, looks good. So plenty of pregnant females in there, so I've no doubt there'll be an influx of babies in this tank shortly. So I may even catch some of those females and separate, or drop them in my little acrylic breeders. We'll see how we go. See what sort of time I've got. And more albino bristlenose. I've got about 4 tanks of albino bristlenose breeding, and that's because I bred bucket loads. And I just held them. I did sell a lot, but I had a few, because I put like one in every tank practically when I had the other system, just to have one in every tank. When I was moving all the tanks, I forgot I had that many albino bristlenose, I didn't even realise it. So I've made up a couple more groups with them. So anyway, that's that tank. That's a nice tank, always looks good. Nice colours. And Silverado Endlers in this one. So again, breed like flies. Got millions of them, practically giving them away. There's so many of them, but they're actually a very pretty little Endler. Great nano fish. If you wanted 20-30 little males of the different Endlers all in together in a tank, would look awesome. So that's in that tank. Obviously there's some big albino bristlenose in there, and some smaller ones. He's always fanning that male, but there'll be nothing in there, that's just what he does. He's not quite a full pack, that guy. And over here we just got our red guppies. So nothing too major, they're just a red guppy. So that's pretty much, they all look the same. But the males look really nice. Females show a little bit of red without a huge amount. But they're pretty good. And there's more super reds growing up in there. Bristlenose, not real big, they're only small, so there'll be no breeding anytime soon in that tank. They've got a bit of growing to do first. And over here we got our little blue panda guppies. So again, they've bred up pretty well. There's a nice little male. Sit still for me. So blue panda guppies and common bristlenose. And they've bred, obviously, there's plenty of babies swimming around in there, and that cave's full. But yeah, lots of pygmy panda guppies. So another pretty little guppy. Lots of young ones there, all growing up. There's some adults, I might be further back in the tank, or hiding down low maybe. Yeah, they're all going well, just can't complain with that. Yeah, over this side we've got our red Cobas. So if I can just settle. Again, not proper lighting on these ones, so if I tilt that light a little bit, you might get some. The difference between the red Cobas, the purples are obviously a real like that bluey purple right through. These red ones, you get the red tinges through the top fins and the back fins there, and can look quite nice as well. These guys actually look really good. This lighting's not really helping them a lot, but once I get some proper lighting, these videos should be a bit better. But yeah, they've bred heaps, plenty in there. I need to catch them out, so I need to get the nursery sorted pretty quick. And L397s in this one, but very seldom seen. There's one in between that, you can see the tail wagging, but it's not wagging like a dog, but you know what I mean. But they're going well, so breeding plenty of them, so I can't complain. Moving on to the second new rack, and I've got my pair of angelfish in here. They just had eggs up here, but they all went yucky. I left the eggs in there because, again, at the moment I don't have time to separate them and set them up in another tub to try and get them to hatch, so I just left them and it didn't turn out. But yeah, the male's a big boy. It's quite a large fish, and it's quite pretty. So hopefully we'll get some good eggs, and I'd like them to raise them on their own. So I'm going to just leave them anyway, and if they don't, they don't. Once I've finished building this room and changing it all, then I might collect some eggs, but for now it's just gonna have to wing it. See what happens. If we get some, we get some. If we don't, we don't. But they're looking really nice. Over in this tank I've got my albino kenzas. There's a pair in here. These, one of them hiding at the back there, I'll just try in on him. And the other one could be anywhere. So they've got this tank to themselves. There might be one or two Julii coridors that I accidentally dropped in here still. But yeah, they're just cruising around. Nothing happening in there as yet. So just a grame Trifaser in here. It was just at the front, and of course I went and slammed the phone up against the glass, and the boy took off, so he's back in under there somewhere. I don't think he's going to come out for us. If I do see him out, I'll duck back to the tank and have a look. But it's a pair in here, unfortunately. They've got a nice big tank, it's 2 foot deep, so could be anywhere in there. She could be in that cave, more than likely. He's hiding somewhere, so we're not going to see too much there, I don't think. This is the tank of cherry barbs, laying their eggs in the sub-wassertang there. The eggs in theory get pumped up that tube and go into here. That's how I've been breeding them. So I'm just mucking around with them for a moment, but they're probably not. These fish will actually go in the long run. I'll go to my work place and go in the big 5 foot aquarium there. But they'll look pretty good once I get that one planted out. So yeah, that and blue mystery snails in here. So a group of blue mystery snails and cherry barbs. So nothing over exciting. So new addition in here. So these are pretty cool. So these are blue rim platinum lyre-tail balloon mollies. So it's a fair title. You've just got that nice blue through that nice lyre-tail. So they are very nice. That nice platinum look. From above you've got that real silvery look. So they are settling in. They are only a new fish to the collection, but very nice. And I reckon a day or two after I got them, I thought I did see some fry in here. So if I can look carefully, I reckon there's one right there. There he goes, along the side wall. So I did see a couple, so whether they, or there might be a couple right at the back. Hard to see there, little dots moving. That is some fry. I thought I'd seen 6 or 7, so looks like we're going to have some babies growing up, which is good because I only got the 1 male and 5 females is all I could get, so good odds at least. It's better than being the other way around. So it's yeah, blue rim platinum lyre-tail balloon mollies. So get on them. Very nice fish, very pretty. Next over is more pistogramme. These are the Panduros. So nice big boy looking back here, beautiful colour. Just needs to turn around. Don't know if he really wants to. Go get dark. So yeah, go. Oh, and a bug just pulled down my aquarium glass. And I got him. He's gone. So yeah, they're settling in nice. They're nice big 2 foot tank to himself, so they're as happy as can be. Hopefully get a bit of size on her and possibly breed them in the future. And over up here we have our Kakatoides Super Red. So there's a trio in here, and there's the male obviously right in front of me, looking very nice. He's got himself a couple of girls in here somewhere. So oh, there's one coming out of the hide. So hopefully there's another one in that other hide. I'd love to get some more of them. One of my favourites, probably the most common of the pistogramme. But yeah, the males are spectacular, look really good. So they're going along nice, they've got that tank to themselves, so settling in well. And over here, what do we got? We've got some golden koi guppies. So I was actually going to move these on, and I just threw them in here because I just needed to move them obviously because I've been moving tanks. So for now they're staying, but for how long I'm not sure. The only reason I was going to move them on is because I've got so many guppies that are kind of similar-ish. I guess just wanted to mix them up a bit, but they are still a pretty little guppy. All the kois look nice. And there is some common bristlenose in here up against the glass at the back. 7 or 8 young ones growing up. So possibly some future breeders, I would say. So yeah, golden koi guppies in that one. Now down here we have another pair of albino kenzas. This is my main breeding pair, which is in the cave. I've got babies in the nursery from these guys, a couple of lots. But, this tank's very dirty. To give it a clean, the glass that is at the front. But yeah, that's all that's in there. So they've got that tank to themselves, nice big tank. And they're absolutely loving it. So they're going great guns, and there'll be another lot of eggs in there soon, without a doubt. When you get a good breeding pair of the kenzas, it's hard to stop them. But yeah, albino kenzas, very nice. There's one of my coridors tanks. So Julii coridors in this one. My breeding group in there. And there is some red cobra guppies. Because I had so many of them, I just needed to throw some somewhere, so I threw a group in there. But they'll come out, go into the nursery. But and these guys hopefully start getting some eggs again in the mock. Not that I've been checking it, but I'm sure once I start doing some water changes and I'll get them going again. Bred plenty of these over the years. And this tank here is my stir-by cories, my little breeding group. Probably want to add a few more to it yet. And albino full red guppies. Again, I had excess. They'll go into the nursery, but I just needed somewhere quick, so they got thrown in here as well. But there's probably 6 or 7 stir-bys in there. I've only bred them the once. I've missed eggs a few times. I found them too late. But once I start focusing on them, no doubt I'll get them going again. In here was the Vegeta Gold pistogramme. There's 2 or 3 in here. Not in front of me, but I'm not sure if they are exactly what I purchased them as, but not to matter. Let them get a bit more size on them and we'll see if they colour up or what happens in there. So we'll just keep an eye on them ones at this stage and yeah, see how they go. But that's all that's in that tank. Okay, over onto the back wall. So this tank is just full of baby swordtails, predominantly my kois from out of the pond. There is a few others from the pineapples and the rusties in here, so it's just a bit of a mixed bag. I've just been throwing them in, so yeah, there's heaps in here. Got about 4 or 5 of these little tanks full in the nursery. And that's where these guys have to go. But yeah, there's going to be some nice kois in there with that black back half and then the real bright orange front half. So this is my 3rd generation, these ones. So hopefully keep getting that line a bit brighter and that nice clean black as well. And then we do get some with a real iridescence to them as well. So we'll just keep mucking around with them. And some of these with the white body. So who knows what we're going to end up with them. But that's just that's all that's in that tank pretty much. This tank we've just got our yellow shrimp. So I just dropped some pellets in there before just to get a few of them at the front. They've obviously bred a few times. Do need to get these out and set up a proper shrimp tank because there's new racks going here. So we'll have to work out what I'm going to do there. But look, they've been breeding pretty well. So I think I only started with 10 or 15, so there's plenty in there. There's plenty of babies up on the glass and on the filters, so they're going well. Always hard to see in this tank. These are my blue dream shrimp, but the tank's all black and the gravel's black. So, and the lighting, well, the duckweed's blocking most of that at the moment. I need to clean this tank out. The shrimp love that duckweed. I'll try and move some and let some light in. We might actually see some shrimp. Yeah, there's a few in there. I think they've bred. But yeah, so we'll just keep an eye on them. They got to be moved as well. So plenty of work to be done there. And the other shrimp tank is my reds. So these have got better. They weren't that good, to be honest, but I think as they've got older, they've got a deeper red to them. I mean, they're still not world beaters. They're not a high red line like a fire red or the real blood reds or whatever they're called. But again, if I move a bit of duckweed to get a bit of light on them. Yeah, they're just they're a C grade shrimp probably, but they're not terrible, but they're not great. And that's the reds, and they seem to be going alright, but they've got to be moved as well, so we'll see how we go with that. And more German whites over here. I've just been throwing them in this tank. Obviously this tank's got to be pulled down, the new racks going here. But yeah, as you can see, I've got plenty of them, and I've still got a few common bristlenose in here as well, I think, that I need to catch and move. These tanks are all getting pulled down. I think I've emptied this one for the best part. There might be just a couple of golden coys still, but not terrible. German rams down in this one. They'll all be hiding. There's a couple there at the back. Again, hard to see. I've started emptying that tank out, and then this has got the green shrimp in it, but your chances of seeing them are not great. Very dark. There is actually some really nice green shrimp in there, but there's some red shrimp in there. There's all sorts in here. This was some greens, and then I threw a heap of coals in here. But there's some good greens I've seen, but I'll have to try and sort them out. It's going to be a nightmare, but it needs to be done, so I'll muck around with that. So this is the latest rack that I've just set up. So 12 tanks, 2 foot, so 60 centimetres deep. They're around 30 and a half wide. Height, I'm not even sure. That'd have to be probably pushing 40 centimetres. Standard 2 foot tank. So I've got, not sure what's going to come into here yet. I've got a few coridors I need to get in here, a few other bits and pieces. At the moment I'm just experimenting. You might find some single Endlers in several of these tanks for checking the water quality. When I move them, I'll just make sure everything's going to be alright before I put any other fish in. It's just like doing probably an 80-90% water change. I just pump it out. It's the same filters, the same gravel and everything, so they settle pretty quick. But I still like to give it a little bit of time, and I'll do a 1 water change before I rip those few little Endlers out, and then we'll start setting these up with what we want to put in there. But that's the new tank, new tanks, new rack, and obviously plenty to go still there. So I might head into the nursery now and show you that. So this is the nursery. This was knocked up pretty quick because I just had to be done quickly. But there's plenty of fish in here, from cichlids, obviously plenty of cories, to blue badis. Spare one, I lost the partner. Anyone needs a blue badis, male, female, I'm not even sure what it is. Yellow out. Oh, there's blue-eyed lemon bristlenose, there's more coridors, red striped killifish in there, mixed endlers, more swordtails, lots of swordtails, more cories. I've started catching the platies out of the ponds as well, just getting a few out here and there, so there's plenty in them. Obviously there's more cories there, albinos, bronze,
albinos, there's heaps in there. More cichlids, peppered cories. The list really goes on. Down here, normal kenzas in there. They'll go into one of those 2-foot tanks in there. That's the breeding pair of normals. Some of their babies from the albinos and the normals in here. Lots of baby kenzas. We've got golden koi. That can be sold. Yeah, of course, more swordtails, believe it or not. Cherry barbs. Where they've got to go. There's an empty tank. I'm just going to do a water change to get that crap off the bottom. There's a boy Teniata. Instagramma in there. It's a bit awkward to see these bottom ones. Got a few empty ones there. I'll just do some water changes in first. Might be some fire gold pistos in there. And then we got more coridors. A heap of baby albino kenzas in there. Probably 30 or 40. So there's plenty of them. Up here we got some German whites. Julii coridorus, a couple of peppered coridorus, there may be a couple of stir-bys in there. Just red guppies in that one. Orange Venezuelan coridorus in there. Albino peacock cichlid and a stray molly or something. What are these? These are my experimental guppies. So albino blue topaz male, bred to German white female. They've all come out looking pretty much like German whites. So I'll grow them up, put them back together, and we'll see what happens. French blue star endlers, red lace endlers. Oh, what do you know? Another tank of swordtails, albino cories, some angelfish that can go into their own tank. Purple koi guppies growing up to be sold. Beautiful ones in there already. Could make some nice pairs for people. And Silverado endlers. Quite a bucket loads in there. And if we swing around, obviously I'm setting up a couple of little tanks up here. There'll be another one just coming in. 3-footers getting ready for the blue peacocks to come back inside. In the winter they can just get thrown up there if I don't get rid of them. Baby Bristlenose growing up in here, so there's a bit of glare. I might just turn that light off for a sec. Okay, I've turned the light off, but there's still lots of glare. But anyway, this is just loaded with Bristlenose. So albinos, blue-eyed lemons, and commons, and there might be some super reds in there as well. I don't even know what I've thrown in there. There's some stray fish got in there, some little guppy females by the looks of it, and some cherry barbs. Anything's possible. This one's just got albino cories and bronze cories in here. Possibly a couple of Julii in there, I'm not sure, I can't even remember. But yeah, in a nutshell, that is a tour of all the tanks I've got at the moment. Until I set up some more. So, I turned those lights off as I was going because I was trying to just eliminate the glare. So, ordered the next 2 racks to go here and here. So those 2 racks will be gone. 2 more racks that both hold 12, and then I'll do the 2 racks across the back that hold 12. It's going to take me 18 months to fill them because I've got to buy all the tanks, and the tanks are going up, they're not cheap, so it's going to be a very slow burn, that one, and that's burning the pocket, nothing else. I'll sell some fish hopefully to pay for a little bit of it. I won't go out and do a tour out here today because this video has been going for too long. Probably most people have probably switched off, bored, but yeah, I'll come out, do another separate one for all the outdoor ponds and everything. And then there's my dog Izzy coming in for a pat. He wants to come in and get cool. Our weather's been shocking here, pure South Australia. My God, we've had 40s today. It's blowing a gale. Well, it has cooled down a little bit, but overall it's been pretty putrid. So thanks for watching the video, legends. I'll obviously flick some lights on. Yeah, I'll do another one. Hopefully these racks rock up this week before Christmas. Would have been nice because I could have spent me week off Christmas break building them and getting some stuff done, but that probably won't happen. I'm not lucky enough for that to happen, but it is what it is. no stress. Oh, one tank I didn't do. These guys will come out as well, obviously. This has just got some electric yellows and 2 dragon bloods, and they'll come out. Electric yellows I might throw up in one of these. Dragon bloods, this tank here will be moved into the other room around the corner. Open this area right up. So, but anyway, enough rambling on. I've gone on long enough. Everyone have a great weekend. I'm not sure if I'll do a video before Christmas, but I hope everyone has a great Christmas with their families and an awesome New Year. And hopefully New Year I do a new video and there's some good changes in here, and I may do another video before Christmas on the outdoor ponds. We'll see how we go. Life's pretty hectic, so who knows, anything's possible. But please subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. I'm pushing is it 4,000 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers? I can't even remember, but either way it's awesome. Please comment what you think of the room and how it's going. I always reply to people, so there's no dramas. And yeah, let us share, comment, like, subscribe, it all helps. Alright legends, I'm cruising and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.